You can get vaxxed, but if you don't want to, you're gonna be fine. uh, you basically have to deal with the same exact statistic on both sides. Don't take the vax, and then it turns out you were one of the very rare, unusual cases of when you got COVID, it nearly killed you, and that'd be rare. Or get the vax, and it turns out you're one of the rare cases of vaccinations where it nearly kills you. So, but I think, in your 20s and 30s, you're a robust human being, Hopefully you don't clean up your house too much, your place too much, and you get some germs and virus in your system, and you have an immune system. You can handle it. Anyway, I'm not going to recommend one way or the other. Again, it's none of our business. It's it's out there. It's an option. That's your personal decision, and it's none of anyone's fucking business. If anyone ever asks you, "Did you get the vaccine?" That's none of their business. As you do not have to answer that, whether you got it or not. It's nobody's fucking business. Yeah, no, I haven't started the TikTok yet, so I'm getting this all out now. I just started the live streams, and I'm about to start the TikTok. All right, we're gonna get back on track here now, people. Yeah, I know. We do need that on a t-shirt. We have so many wonderful t-shirts we need to make. One of these days, TikTok's gonna allow me to do live streaming from OBS Studio. I don't know if you know what that means, but that will be the day, man. The format will be so nice. Try something different today on TikTok where change the title. Also, I'm going to just interact a little bit more with TikTok today, just for the first 20 minutes until the bell rings, for the first 19 minutes here until the bell rings. So don't mind me. Today's going to be a TikTok heavy day. I'm just going to interact with them. We're trying to do a test over at Primetime Group. So if you don't mind, we're going to be kind of solely TikToking for 18 minutes here. But you guys pay attention to LIXT in case it does something while I'm TikToking. And MYNZ, those are the leaders. You can see it on my screen. All right. Florona. Oh, is there one? Are you making that up, or is there really? There's another variation. Is that what you're talking about, Sergio? Yeah. All right, everybody on TikTok. What? That even possible? How are you guys doing? Everybody on TikTok. Wow. We're getting a nice push out on TikTok right now. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Hello over in TikTok. We're going to be trading the markets this morning, and I'm glad you're here. How do you get multiple graphs on your computer? Good morning to you too. Good morning. Good morning. I use Thinkorswim. You can also do that with Webull and a couple different platforms. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. You just grab some Jewel Global. All right. What's the ticker on that one? Wait, I mean real, huh? Okay. Hopefully they jump back up to 25 bucks. Okay, awesome. WeHo, yep, we're definitely on WeHo. Here it is. Definitely trading WeHo. And WeHos. WeHos today. Today we're going to be trading WeHo. That's how I pronounce it. Does anybody here say Wedjo? We need Wedgie, and WeHo. Ford puts today, you think so? I wouldn't be so sure. I think, the Ford news traveled yesterday. Everyone was like, oh my God, did you hear about Ford? Popped so much. Oh my God, you hear about Ford? It popped so much because blah 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 blah. And now everyone who's left is like, well, shoot, let me get back on that train. Yeah, and if Ford were to pull back, that would be a negative to market makers. You're giving people a good price. You need that nice overextended price action in order to then rip down later. So maybe later today that'll happen, right? You need that so that later today, then you can get people to sell to you at a discount, shares at a discount. So you need people to get in, but you need them to get in high. So, watch yourselves out there. It's a treacherous world, the way they manipulate the markets. Do I think Square has more downside? I'll look at that right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, it really does seem like it does have more downside. And let me take a look at PayPal also. PayPal seems to have based out, um, and it's holding it at the 190 level. There could be a good entry there on PayPal. Good morning. Thoughts on buying FAS? Let's see. FAS, no, that's the bearish 3x shares on financials. Financials are on fire right now. Oh God, no, you would not want to do that. I don't know who told you that, but that would not be a good idea. Don't do that. Okay. FAS, no, don't buy that. Yep, there goes LIXT, guys. Who the ho? LIXT about to break high of day. Yes, and it did. And yes, thoughts on IMMX? Don't trade ever, says one person. Yes, don't make any money. Don't risk money. Put it under your pillow. No, that would be the worst thing you could do. Don't do that. The amount of inflation right now would kill you. IMMX is, it could move today. I'll pull it up and I'll keep it up here, but it's not necessarily set up to. Can I give any advice on who the best firm to invest in would be? I've looked into JP Morgan. Uh, do you mean which brokerage to put your money at, and then from there you can invest in stocks? Or do you mean literally like which financial brokerage can you invest your money in? Those are two different questions. The squeeze community is hyped about LGVN. Yeah, well, it's not happening yet. It's a huge, long base, but maybe it's the base before the storm at 1375 right now, and we have that right on the screen right here, LGVN. Market opens in 14 minutes. Can I please review the Roblox chart? Somebody asked me what my net worth is. Yeah, no, that's not something that you can share with people. Some people might be stupid enough to share that, but certainly not anyone smart enough to have enough net worth to make a difference. So anyway, Roblox. Roblox holding around 95, a bit of head and shouldering. It's probably going to jump back down into the 80s this month. And then there's going to be an earnings in, let's see, what is that? End of February. You guys got comments flying by. Sorry if I missed your comments. Just restate them. Hello, MTAs. I was waiting for a link. Zoom. It's over in the VIP chat area. Todd says, does my negative net worth count? Yeah, it does. Nothing teaches you how to do well in life more than fucking sucking first. You got to hit rock bottom. Thoughts on SB? Is that BET or SBET? Okay, SBET. Let me see. SBET. Looks like it's just kind of heading down to the ground. I wouldn't put any faith in that one. Stocks or futures? Stocks is what we do here. Yeah. You can trade futures just the same though, but it's much easier and more liquid to trade stocks at this point. There's more options available to you. The universe of stocks is, more than 10,000 of them to choose from. The universe of futures is, you're lucky if you can access over 100 different futures. You'll be lucky. Any stocks I recommend? Facebook, Microsoft. The more monitors you have, the more money you make. Well, that is true because how I use my monitors is to get more precise entries and exits, more informed entries and exits on my positions. And the result of that is that I maximize my gains more and I minimize my losses more. So in a sense, you're right. More monitors equals more money. Have I looked at, what was that? Have I ever looked at quarterly profits? On what? Sure, I do. Yeah. But, the chart explains a lot. It's not just the chart too. That's right. RJ says, "Oh, that explains it. Now I know why I'm not making money. I need more monitors." Have I looked at ATOS? Very promising pipeline. No, I don't know. Let me take a look at the chart. Yeah, no, that chart does not look good to me. I'm afraid. And there's just so many other good charts out there that I just would not put my money on ATOS because there's so many better places that I could put my money, and I do have my money on. Like right now, I have my money in HPQ, Sino. Sino is a good one. SINO, ACLS, of course, Ford, BCLI, Brain Interfaces, some Apple, Rely, ASRT, CLMT, VCRA. There's a lot better places I could put my money than ATOS. Have I seen Costco? Not in the last 2 or 3 days. Let's take a look. Yeah, Costco is doing great. The nice thing about Costco is it's been running like a son of a, it has just been running so good. And then now it's flagging. So a bit of flagging, bit of consolidation. So the minute it breaks out, we could be looking at a run from, the 560s to 700 quite easily. So as a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at the chart, I'm going to put an alert on that right now. Let me know when we're breaking a new high. There we go. Where is that? There it is. Okay. Move it up to the new high there. All right, cool. So I will let you guys know when TradingView lets me know when the price on Costco is breaking out. Could be in the next few days. Compare ATOS with Race. Tell them where you want your money. Race? I haven't even looked at that. Let's see. Race? Oh, Ferrari? Wow, that's nice. Look at that. Very nice return on Race. Costco, Scott Barron says Costco has bearish divergence on the daily. Something to keep an eye on. Bearish divergence. What are you talking about? How can you have divergence? An indicator creates divergence. A divergence has to be between two different things. So, divergence how, Scott? Let me know. How do I find these stocks that I'm looking at today? These hottest stocks in the morning, you just figure out what is the most popular stocks in the morning that are up the most. But I have a 45-minute segment on that. If you're interested, I'll put the link right here, and you can go over and to my learning resource. There you go. Here you go. Boom. Glad and happy to help you guys. Momentum index in a rising wedge. Oh, Scott, you're gonna have to send me some screenshots and stuff. Not here, but like in my private in Discord. Love to see that. Sony is launching an electric car company. That's right. I heard that news this morning. That is crazy. What? I imagine they're just going to probably buy Mitsubishi or something and transform Mitsubishis into electronic or something. There's like, what on earth? Sony? Wow. I guess because Apple did it, they feel they must do it. Otherwise, they have shame. But wow. Okay. Kudos to them. How do I feel about AMC? AMC is just holding, it's just holding right now. I don't necessarily think it's going to do what it did before because of all the regulations now preventing it. Josh says Sony even showed off their electric car a while ago. Which one? Where can you find the link that I mentioned? RJ, can you give Doug, can you drop the link there to Market Mastery? That's the one I was talking about. And Doug, I think I gave you the link in the VIP chat already. That was what I gave. LPI, let's take a look. LPI, Laredo Petroleum. So energy, oil stocks are all doing well right now. This one, I don't know if you're looking for a long-term investment. That would be fine. But short-term swing might be okay also. But medium-term, it's kind of topping. So you might not want to put your money there for like 3 to 10 months. But instead, maybe a couple of days, a couple of weeks. Robinhood. All right, let's take a look at Robinhood. We have 4 minutes until the market opens, by the way. Keep your eyes, guys, on LIXT and FAMI and LGVN. That's what we're watching. Yeah, Robinhood is just grinding to the ground. It's not looking good. Tomorrow or later this week, I'll try and get a graph up here so that I can show you guys that. All right, cool. Did we buy LIXT pre-market? That's a good question. Yes, members of my group have been trading it in pre-market for the last 45 minutes and have been making money on it. That's LIXT. And right now it's basing at about 275, so kind of okay to get in right now. You just got to know how to get out, though. If you're not a experienced trader, don't do anything. Maybe join our community at Primetime Trading Group. Be a fly on the wall for a while, kind of like learn the ropes, and then you'll be ready, at some point to start trading with real money. I don't recommend that unless you really have experience and know what you're going to do. You want to have a plan. If you're going to risk real money, you want to have a plan before you go in. Sort of like I watched this show Gold Rush, sort of like gold mining. Like you wouldn't go buy the bulldozer and all this kind of stuff, or vice versa. You wouldn't just walk onto a dirt claim with a shovel and expect to be successful. You kind of got to have experience, know that you need the bulldozers, know that you need this or that, and that it requires money, and that it requires a plan, and that it's going to take time, and then you have to dig first, and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is LIXT going to jump today? The signs are pretty nice, so we'll see what happens. If it can break $3.10, that's looking pretty good. Stash user here, any all-day gainers? I totally understand. in stash, you might want to be in Ford, F, just forever, for the rest of the year. Just get some Ford, just get some F. Facebook, also Microsoft. These are really, really great companies performing really, really well right now. And I think Costco may break and run also pretty soon too, COST. So those are some good ideas for you. We've got 2 minutes until the market opens. Just 2 more minutes here, and the market's going to open, and we'll see what's hot. Can I talk about my daily plans? Yeah, I do momentum trading in the morning. I set up swing trades in the afternoon. I manage my trades during the day. And, before the market opens, I'm looking for the opportunities that are on the radar on the day. I'm using scanners and watching the news, figuring out what's hot on the day. I could even use more screens, to be honest. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have another one here that I haven't hooked up yet. So that would bring it to 8, but literally it's just not enough charts. I mean, you can't see, but I have charts everywhere. Here over on TikTok, I'll show you. There's just charts everywhere in here, and I'm watching every single one of them all the time. All right, we've got 1 minute to the open. Here we go. 1 minute to the open of the market, and we're going to see which way the market goes. It's indicating to be a down day, possibly. We shall see. But gold going up at the same time as oil going up, so that's interesting. It's going to be an interesting mixed day. Sounds like industrials and financials are going to be strong. Possibly the rest of the market not as strong. However, rates are going down a little bit, so tech and growth stocks may do okay today. I think we're going to have a bit of a sideways day. Price target on LIXT? No, I wouldn't set any. I would just take out some small profits, like 5 to 20% underneath every quarter. So 0.25 level, 0.5, 0.75, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 0.0. Just continue to take out like 5 to 20% underneath those levels. Here we go. We are trading the markets. And what is LIXT going to do? If it breaks 310, you can get in for 30 cents of risk. It's coming right up. Ooh, it did not break. So watch that there. Do not get in LIXT unless it breaks 310 if you're looking for the momentum trade. About 20 cents of risk per share. Make sure you set that and match that to 1% risk on your account. And the market doing just what I said, industrials and financials popping heavily, tech holding, and therefore SPY also holding. Could be a bit of a sideways day today. All right, we're still not getting the momentum pop on LIXT yet, but it hasn't failed out either. I would set your stop to about 2.8 if you're already in, 2.8. If we drop 2.8 and you're in it already, you want to get out. I'm not going to get into VIX. That's a good question, Justin. I'm not going to get into VIX until, it's below 15 for sure. And we're at 17 right now. There's the drop on LIXT to 2.83. Okay. Yeah, it is an interesting open. No, everything is not down. That is incorrect. No, industrials and financials, energy, base materials, all up. Just got to know where to look. When everything, quote unquote, everything to you is not everything. Whoever said that, there's more out there than just what you're looking at. But yeah, tech is a smidge down. Tech and growth. Value is up, so that'd be utilities and consumer staples. So those are protective stocks. So today's a bit of a protective day. Probably investors worried about inflation. DTST. And by the way, if you're interested in joining our trading community, we trade live every day, and we have a number of traders to suit your style, different styles. Just go to primetimetradinggroup.com. To learn more about our program. Primetimetradinggroup.com. and we'll get you started, guide you through the process in your journey of learning how to invest and trade and swing trade the stock markets and crypto. Again, that's primetimetradinggroup.com. Hope to see you later today in the group. All right, LIXT is holding the 290 level. And no, there it is. There's the breakdown at 280. So in my opinion, this would be a good spot if you're already holding some to get out. It's not a positive sign. That's a pivot point breakdown. And that would be the time for you to exit that position. Now, hopefully you didn't even get in, because 310 would be the trigger point there for 20 cents of risk. And we never really broke out of 310. We'd be looking for 311. Like RJ, I'm guessing, did not enter LIXT. Let me know, RJ. I could be wrong because maybe you got in at a base. Yeah, and gold is up, and that's an indication of a flight to safety. Flight to safety. Yep, and Randy, RJ says yes, I am correct. He waited. DTST. You said what? After the halt, is DTST halted? All right, let's take a look. The indication is 442. So we got DTST popping, you guys. And it halted at 425. So we do have some demand left over on DTST. DTST, we're going to pull that up. We're taking a look at it now. It'll come out of the halt in 3 minutes. DTST. Now, LGVN, we needed to break 1510. If it can break 1510, then yes, we'll be more in it. Pfizer looks promising for maybe all day. We'll see. All right. We're still looking at this DTST, and it looks like it has a lot of momentum behind it. 446 is where it's indicating to open in about a minute and a half. Yes, in about 2 minutes exactly. Okay. Let's keep an eye on that one. Chris, the situation on ZSAN is what? Why do you want me to look at that? Walmart. Walmart's been sideways for like a year and a half. I don't think that's a good place to put your money right now, Walmart. Costco, COST. There you go. That looks a lot more promising. A hell of a lot more promising. Looks great. Can I explain what I meant by 20 cents of risk? Yes, it's called the 1% rule, and that's what we use when we're trading to make sure that we don't lose more than 1% on any trade. You can learn more about that in my Market Mastery. Here, I'm dropping the link for you right now. There you go. Follow that link. All right, we've got about 45 seconds before trading resumes on DTST. This is going to be interesting. It's indicating it's going to open at 4.5. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of profit taking in that moment, but it could, if it's going to continue, it's going to continue. So you need to take that risk, right? You just don't know. So you need to be watching it really carefully. If there is any kind of pullback, get in. And then basically the low of that candle, that'll be your out. And then let's let it run up and see where it goes. Make sure you're taking profits underneath every 25-cent level. Okay, taking 5 to 20% profits on your position underneath every 25-cent level. All right, here we go. At any moment here, we're already past the deadline of the halt reopening on DTST. So because it's past the deadline, they must still be resolving imbalances, and we'll see what happens there in a moment. Once it opens up for trading, it's going to be exciting, that's for sure. What determines the value of the stock and why do people buy it? How much you think the company is worth in total, divided by how many shares there are for everyone to invest in. That will equal the price in which the stock is valued. Does that make sense? And as it sounds, it's a very complicated thing because the value of some companies, you might, like Tesla, for example, you might value it on 100 years of worth. Because it's going to be around for so long, and probably one day we'll fucking do asteroid mining and who knows what. But something like Toys R Us, which is getting back into the game again. You might value it for 5 years, 10 years, if you were to buy that business, So you take the revenue for 5 to 10 years, divided by, all the growth metrics, how many staff and employees they're hiring or, firing every year. You got to figure it out. You got to do all the math. But my preferred way is to fuck all that and just look at the chart, and you can see patterns and trends on the chart and figure it out. What is the direction of the stock going? Because then just let everyone else determine the consensus value. And a well-valued, good company will have a chart that's just always going up. One in which people are uncertain of the value will have it flying all over the place, and you can't make money on something like that. Yeah, somebody says you make it so much more simple. Thank you. I mean, yes, after 25 years of doing this, that the big stuff is all that matters. I mean, and I can assure you that when Warren Buffett is trying to figure out whether or not to buy something after he's done all of his metrics, he looks at the fucking chart. And if that chart is just nosediving, he doesn't buy. So what do you think's more important? The chart is very important. So if you can learn how to read charts, you've got 95% of the game right there. All right, we are waiting. Very interesting to see what happens with DTST. We're waiting for it to resume trading. It continues to increase in demand. The imbalance now sets it at $4.57 to open shortly here. Weiho is now reversing. I needed to get up above VWAP. So we are basically up above VWAP, just barely. I'd like to see it break 7.7. If Weiho breaks 7.7, that's WEJO, 7.7. You might have a good trade building up there with the risk down to a stop at 7. So 70 cents of risk on Weiho. NQ, that's the Qs. NQ's futures. Futures on the Qs. Qs have been toppy, for the last 6 months. But, they're going to continue growth. The problem there is inflation and rates. The future is looking a little bit grim for growth stocks that need to borrow debt in order to grow and expand. We are still waiting the unhalt on DT. There it goes. DTST is unhalted. It's hitting 477. Didn't even pull back. Oh, there's a little bit of selling. Here comes the pullback. Just like, nope, it lasted a split second. We're at 475 now already on DTST, 480. All right, the stop at 440. That means 40 cents of risk. 480, 485. All right, we're hanging out in the 470s now. 480s. DTST is trading. All right, DTST pulling back 450s. If it breaks 440 and you're in it already, you need to get out. What did you guys get fills at? Anybody get in? Watch yourselves. If it breaks down at 440, that's not a good sign. At that point, get out, refresh, rethink, and then you'd get back in if it broke a high of 490. You need to see confirmation after that. No more speculating. All right, we are holding 440 though. We have not hit 440 yet. What would I recommend for a beginner to learn how to read charts? Absolutely, hands down, check out my Market Mastery video lessons. Let me give you the link right now. I think, everybody says that they're really good. And so take their word for it. Check it out. Market Mastery. You can type that into Google too. Market Mastery. It's the #1 result for that keyword. Market Mastery. We did break 440 just now on DTST to the downside. So no continuation on DTST and a big topping tail candle. We're probably going to come to a rest on VWAP for a while. It could be 20, 30 minutes. So cool down. And don't worry about DTST for a few minutes here. When you're trying to get in a halt, you can't enter during a halt. And playing halts are sophisticated for sure, and you got to watch yourself. There's a lot of volatility. That's why the halts are occurring. So it's just going to take time. Yeah, the link was posted. I'll post it again. If you can't find it, scroll up. There you go. Okay, DTST now coming all the way up. It looks like it's going to break. There it is. There's the break. An entry on DTST for 60 cents a risk. 490. There is the break. 490, 492, 497. It's gonna attempt to break 5. Yeah, and definitely, of course, yes, of course, always good for re-entry on rebreak. Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't made a failure. It didn't make a fail yet, so it's not out of play. What it's trying to do now, and hopefully you got in for 60 cents of risk because you need it. What it's doing now is it's trying to see if it can get over $5, and if it does, then it could easily go to 550. What do I mean by failure? I mean a pivot point breakdown. So, study my chart reading stuff, and you'll know what I mean. I'm talking about a retest failure and neckline breakdown. Tesla broke pre-market highs and is grinding up. The entire market is pretty much sideways, and that might be what it wants to do until the Fed releases their notes. Because why guess on direction when you have a major economic policy maker going to release information on what their thoughts are and what they're going to do? So, the market's going to freeze today. It's going to just lock up, kind of hang out. It wouldn't make sense to take any direction. All right, DTST is hanging out around 460. If you didn't get in yet, the stop at 4.3. Well, there it goes. There goes DTST now, all the way up to almost 490, 491, 494, 5. All right, 489, 490, 91, 90, 87, 90, 490. All right, we're looking to see if it can get over 490 and into the fives. It may not have the demand. It may not have the volume today. 493, 94, 95, 492, 1, 90, 89, 87, 85, 92, 96, 497. There we go. 98, 99, 499. Certainly the highest it's gotten. All right, and we're pulling back to 495. And why that struggles there is because hundreds of thousands of people have put sell orders at their, 499, 5. 5 certainly is going to be the most popular number. Nice round number. The law of round numbers. What's up with Deer, Faraz? You follow Deer all the time. Last 2 days, what's up? What's my favorite stock? Not that I love the company, okay? Not that I love the company because I love Apple a whole hell of a lot more. But my favorite stock to invest in is Microsoft because it's so goddamn reliable. It just always goes up over time. So as far as an investment goes, long term, like if you want to give something to your kids or yourself in retirement or your grandkids or your estate, like something you can plan to hold forever, Microsoft. Today may be a good day to add to Microsoft. Yeah. Good to know. Yeah, absolutely. All right, DTST is wedging into that $5 level. This is a positive. We've got VWAP at 4.6, and then we've got that resistance level up above at $5, and it's just tightening, and it's just tightening, and it's just tightening. And eventually it will be easy because so much rotation will have happened between sellers giving their shares up, in the upper 490s, to buyers down in the demand area, that eventually that rotation will have happened so much that sellers who normally buy and sell will have no shares, and they're going to buy it back up at the bottom. And it's just, we're going to sort of like be doing this like kind of pattern like this, just like we're giving each other, like, and we're just going to rotate up and over $5, and we should see the kind of sized pop up above $5 that we saw in the $4. So we should see like a 70-cent pop. So you can have that all pre-programmed and ready to go. You can have your orders to entry and your profit targets all set. RJ knows how to do that. A couple of our members do that. You can have it all set, just automatic. You take the time now while we're waiting. So if there's a break over 5.01, that's a breakout, and you can have those stop orders to buy set, and then that can be linked to a trigger, an OCO trigger. It would be an OTO. One triggers the other. It could trigger a profit target, and that could be something like 475, 450. 575, 550. And it popped. Yeah, Deer went from 350 to now it's at 380. Definitely unexpected, and now fully priced into the options unless you buy deep in the money. Here we go, 499, 498 over on DTST. It is wedging right up into that range. So, the more sellers that release their shares, day traders that release their shares up in the upper 490s, the more they'll be ready to buy again. They'll be available to buy again. So you have to have selling in order to have buying. And then they're just going to, if it's possible, potentially create demand, and we'll just rotate right on up and over the $5 level. It's a process. All right, everybody over on TikTok and everywhere else, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, Zoom, Discord, everywhere. If you'd like to join our trading community, you can go to primetimetradinggroup.com or just visit the link in my bio or the link that's accompanying your stream. And I hope to see you tomorrow morning and in our group today. And we'll look forward to helping you get started on your journey of trading. Have a good day, everybody. It's been great trading with you, and we will catch up again tomorrow morning. Go to primetimetradinggroup.com if you would like to learn more. Free to go check it out.